citizens for better health. So, smoking is really dangerous. It is bad for both the smokers and those around them, which is in this case nearly the whole community.
The tobacco growers saying, why should we stop addiction? They don't see the point. They'll think it's just common courtesy.
Although they might lose money from losing their jobs, the smokers will lose money from paying for the cigarettes too. So that pretty much means it's like going both ways. So the smokers will lose lots of money for cigarettes, and also if they shut down the tobacco growing companies, they'll lose a lot of money too, but it'll keep the smokers from losing too much money.
And I actually have to say something before that they said. They say that they have to grow the tobacco, and I was thinking, well, what if the tobacco caught on fire in the field? So if the tobacco plant actually caught on fire, what would happen? Would they lose their job, or would they just buy more tobacco?
You want us to answer?
How would the tobacco catch on fire?
How would it?
Like maybe lightning,
Or maybe even smokers themselves. They could throw it into the field, and then it could start a fire because it couldn't have all the way been blown.
But why would that be any different than that happened to a cornfield or
Because the tobacco could maybe harm people's lungs that don't.
and also I'm pretty sure tobacco would catch on fire more quickly than corn, than a cornfield and stuff like that. Especially if it's a really dry day. So also if they get addicted enough, they might not be able to think clearly and keep their job.
I have a question, but people, they still think fine even if they're smoking. My grandpa, he smokes. He's perfectly fine, smart. It doesn't affect his thinking.
it's like the chant.
It's just something you like to do. It's like if you are addicted to jump rope, it's not going to affect your learning skills.
Because it's like some people get it, some people don't. Some people have been smoking for a long time and haven't gotten anything. Others haven't been as lucky and just started maybe getting stuff. So it's kind of the luck of the draw.
The thing is, if you bring your drugs inside the store, cigarettes, if you bring your cigarettes inside the store or your building or something, that might affect other people too, so that's not really fair or safe.
And also sometimes the reason why people usually get addicted or they start smoking is because they're depressed. So that's some of the reasons, because they're just depressed.
Or they need something to do.
Do you think it's really necessary to take away people's rights to have their own choice? Because it's their choice to harm themselves.
But
They're
it's
taking
also
risks.
the people that are around them's choice if they want to be infected or not. And since they're just randomly smoking, well, I mean not randomly, but they're just smoking, there might be all these people around them because they might be in the middle of a street or something. And then all those people, if they're anywhere near close to them, like if they're at a bus stop or something, then they could get, their lungs could get clogged up from the smoke.
And also, it is the smoker's choice to harm themselves, but would you actually think that they would want to harm themselves, or are they just smoking for the fun of it?
Yeah, that's the choice.
Yeah,
If they smoke, they would smoke. Maybe their friends told them to. Maybe they later would decide, they're like, oh, that was kind of good, maybe I want to try and take the risk. Or maybe somebody goes, oh, I don't want to do that. It's kind of their decision. They kind of think about it in a way.
And like Corinne was saying, when they're at the bus stop, they can breathe in the smoke, and some people have like asthma, and when they breathe it in, they easily can get sick from it.
But the smokers don't know that they have asthma, so they're not trying to harm them.
Yeah.
Even if
And it's their choice to walk away. They don't need to be by the smoker.
But what if they might be late for their bus if they're at a bus stop?
Well, yeah, but I mean, if the smoke isn't gonna, take like a a huge, massive area, they could walk enough distance away to still be close enough to see the bus come, and be far enough away to have it not affect them.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that? We were really listening.
Well, yeah.
Say it. You need to apologize because that's rude.
If they're smoking, it's the people around them's choice to walk away, because if they're not going to take up that big of an area of what their harm is. So even if they're at a bus stop or something that they need to see, you can still go, 20, 30 yards away and be able to see clearly to where that place is and see where you have to go to get your bus around.
And well, I actually haven't thought onto it. If it's like a little kid that does that, maybe they can be like abducted or something, and maybe they walk away from their parent, or someone can get abducted or something like that.
Would that be the parents' fault then?
Well, it would be the smokers and the parents' fault.
But isn't it the child's decision to walk away?
I mean, if the child walks away and his parent doesn't know, the parent should know where their child is.
I think it's a windy day, the smoke might actually travel further than it usually would.
Okay, we're gonna start on our things. So, all the bad ingredients in cigarettes could cause really deadly or harming lung cancer that can kill you.
The kids will follow the lead of adults who are smoking, and they could get addicted because they think that the adults, since the adults are doing it, they would think that it's okay to just go and just take a cigarette or something and try it out, and that would be bad for them since they've got littler lungs, and that'd be even worse than if it was for an adult. I have something to add on to that. Value says that it's bad for the kid to go, someone smokes, if their parent smokes near their kid, it's, I guess that's controversial, it's if the parents smoke near their kid, it's basically like they're smoking because, of course, they gotta breathe. And they're breathing the air near the parents.
Minute 45.
And
So at this point, it's up to you guys if you want them to talk anymore.
So you guys said smoking was expensive. Well, again, the nicotine is in the alternative cigarettes, which are, you could buy one for $50 and not have to buy one ever again because they're reusable, And they have the same nicotine stuff that is addicted to them.
So Representative Smith, let them finish, and then you guys are down to a minute 20.
Talking about those reusable cigarettes, you actually do have to pay for them. You have to get these refill cartridges for them or whatever. So they can't just produce random vapor forever. You have to get refill cartridges, which cost money too. So it's pretty much just the same thing, except you're not actually harming them around.
But wouldn't it be less expensive if you have
You
to?
can't talk, man. You gotta let them finish their thoughts, please.
And also for the electric cigarettes, my mom once used the electric cigarettes, and they make some that you can charge on your computer instead of keep buying the cartridge. So you wouldn't have to pay as much to
And if it all adds up, it might cost more because in the grand scheme, the people who are using that might live longer and have more time to pay than the people who are using regular cigarettes.
Well, smoking is addictive. So if you accidentally smoke too much, it ruins your health
Time.
and your wallet.
Okay, Representative Smith, you'll have to make your